day, my super fantastic science boffins. Just to let you know, I miss you all. Your faces, your energy, and the amazing science lessons we used to have. Hope you are ready for today's lesson. Let's have some fun. Today's topic, solid, liquids and gas. Grade 6s, please make sure to take down these notes throughout this video into your workbooks. Now, solids, liquids and gases. You have got knowledge on what a solid, a liquid and a gas is. These are the different states of matter. Now, a solid could be an example of an ice block, liquid could be an example of water, and gases would be an example of water vapor. Now, let's go look at the arrangement of particles in solids, liquids and gases. So, something very important we need to quickly have a look at is matter. Matter is everything around us. Everything you can think of is comprised of matter. Now, matter makes up all the materials that exists on Earth. So, matter is everything around us that takes up space. So, all solids, liquids and gases are made up of matter. Interesting, is it not? Now, a very important keyword for this topic is particles. Now, think of particles. Particles is the smallest parts making up a substance. Very interesting. So no matter what you drink or eat, it's made up of particles. Now, matter is made of particles which are moving all the time. Those particles don't stop moving. Even in a solid, a liquid or a gas, the particles are moving. In some cases, faster than others, depending on the space that is provided. Now, there are spaces between the particles of matter. We need to know this, but the spaces between the particles of matter different in each state of matter. In a solid, the spaces would be smaller. The liquid, the spaces would, there would be a little bit more space, and in a gas, they move freely, so there's a lot of space for the particles to move. Now, particles move faster when they are heated up. If we take a block of ice and we apply heat to it, it will melt. This creates the particles to go from a solid to a liquid. So those particles melt, which means they have more space to move around in. So they move fast and they have space, lots of space between them. Where when they were the ice block, there was not space and they just slightly moved or vibrated. Now, the particles in the solid are held closely together, so that's important, very close together, and they move slow. Okay? The particles in the liquid, which would be water, are further apart and they can move fast. But now, very importantly, in gases, those particles are far apart and they move very fast. Interesting, isn't it? Now, after this lesson, I would like you to complete Activity 1 on page 55. Matter. So matter is made up of particles. Now we know matter is everything around us. So scientists have found out 4 main things about matter. Matter is made up of tiny particles that are too small to see. But put them under a microscope and you'll be able to see the particles. Particles of matter have space between them. And these particles are always moving and vibrating. When you heat the particle, it gives them energy which makes them move faster. So if we have our ice block, it's a solid, then they do not move. Now we apply heat, it becomes a liquid. That is when they start moving faster and there's a bit more space. We apply even more heat where it becomes a gas, and this is where the particles are so far apart and they are moving very fast. So this has enough energy. Those particles have enough energy to move so fast that they move away from each other. This is the process of the particles being separated in the different states of matter. Grade 6s. Now that you have gathered a little bit more knowledge of the arrangement of particles in solids, liquids and gases, I'll be doing an experiment. Now I know it's not as fun doing an experiment all alone, let alone to a camera. I am really going to miss it doing it with you guys, as I miss those helping hands. But let's begin. Today I'm going to demonstrate that there are spaces between particles of matter. Now, in the first jar, it is filled with stones. The second jar is filled with sand. And the third jar is filled with water. Now grade 6s, what I would like you to do is I just want you to observe the jar. Have a little look, maybe see if you can see any spaces available, or just have a look at what's inside. Now, I don't know about you, but when I check this jar of stones out, I see a little bit of spaces. So maybe we could fill something in there. We'll have to find out. That's why we're doing this experiment. Now when you look at the sand, I don't really see any space in there. Do you? Well, there's no space in there. But we'll see how the experiment goes. And then just a jar of water. Now, there's definitely no space in there. Now I know grade 6s, they're not full to the top, but I don't want to be making a mess. So they're pretty even out here. Now, for this experiment to work, I need you to answer the questions later on the day, and you have this experiment to help you. So we've observed all 3 jars. Now we're thinking, can we fit anything else in this jar of stones? Now if you said yes, you would be correct. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to move my water a little bit out of the way, and I'm going to pick up this jar of sand. I want to see, can I fill this jar till it overfills and spills over? Let's hope I don't make a mess, but let's try it. Wow, grade 6s, this is amazing. So, have you noticed that I'm filling sand? And there it goes. So what I want to know, grade 6s, is how much sand do you think we could possibly fit in here? Now, the jar is getting a little bit full, but let's have a go. Wow! Anyone notice how the sand is falling through and filling the jar from the bottom? So, let's continue. Remember what I taught you earlier is that particles, they move, they vibrate, they make space. So what I I'm doing is I'm pushing and hitting the jar against my hand to cause a vibration and a moving to spread the particles. Wow! Now, grade 6s, I think we can put some more. Oops, there's the mess. But we knew it was going to happen. Now grade 6s, I'm just going to show you. I hope you can see that it is filling up that jar, and this jar is getting a little heavy. Let me see if I can put some more sand in there. Alright, so as you see, we now have filled this jar with stones and sand. Can you believe we almost used half a jar of sand? Now that explains the arrangement of particles. I'll quickly let you have another look. Please observe and answer the questions when you get a chance in your workbook. Now grade 6s, do you think this jar is full? Or do you think maybe, just maybe, we could put something else in there? Now I had a crazy idea. I think I'm going to take this liquid, this water, and pour it into this jar. Now I hope I don't make a mess, but if so, doesn't matter. That's what science is about. Let's go for it. Now, grade 6s, what I would like you to see is I put the first bit of water in. Now at the top of the jar you can see the water is slowly making the sand at the top wet. So it is absorbing the liquid. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but let's go for it. Now what I'm seeing at the moment, which unfortunately I can't show you, there is bubbles. So what is happening is that they are making space for one another. The solid, liquid and gas, they are making space for each other in the bottle. So let's see, how much water do you think we can put in here before it spills over? Oh, we're going to have to stop. Now grade 6s, have a look at that. The water is seeping through to the sand and stones. Isn't that interesting? Grade 6s. Today I'm going to demonstrate that particles of matter move by doing an experiment. So in jar A, I have warm water, and in jar B, I have cold water. Now I know you won't be able to tell if it's hot or cold, but this is definitely jar A, warm water, and jar B, cold water. And then I have a syringe of food coloring. So what we are going to demonstrate is that particles of matter move. So I'll be taking the syringe and putting 3 drops in each jar. What I would like you to do is observe both jars extremely carefully, because you are going to have to draw and label both jars to see what will happen. And then I want you to pay close attention to which jar the food coloring spreads the fastest. it will happen. Let's get started. I'm going to put 3 or 4 drops of food coloring in jar A first. Now grade 6s, in jar A and jar B, please observe and pay close attention to what just happened in each jar. You would have noticed that in jar A, it spread faster. The food coloring immediately split and spread extremely fast. This is because the water was warm. In jar B, the food coloring did not spread as fast. It took a while. You can still see in jar B, there's a little something like cloud or specks of color that has not yet spread. Thank you. Now that you have a better understanding of solids, liquids and gases, the 3 states of matter, because they really do matter, and the arrangement of the particles, stop, pay attention and grab those ears. I have some important information. Now, please, grade 6 learners, make sure that you have these notes in your workbook available for when you write your tests. Then, for the remaining time of this lesson, I would like you to complete Activity 1 on page 55, Activity 2 on page 56 and 57, and Activity 3 on page 57. Now, if you do not have the Natural Science and Technology Platinum textbook, I have uploaded a scanned version of the activities onto Google Classroom. Thank you for attending this wonderful online class. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me on the WhatsApp group, Google Classroom, or any other way you can get hold of me. Just know I miss you all very much. Stay safe.